Hey guys, we just have an ordinary Intel 180 gig SSD here. It just stopped working, and I'm really looking to see kind of what's in an SSD. I mean, I've taken hard drives apart, but I've never taken SSDs apart. So it's literally just four Phillips screws. So I'm just interested to see what could be in it. Maybe it looks like a bunch of chips that are on like flash drives. I mean, I just want to see what an SSD really looks like. So let's just unscrew these here. Wow, that one is really, really rusted. And last screw. Yeah, I'm just really curious to see if it looks like a bunch of thumb drives in here. Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. These are all the different chips that are storing all your data on these chips. So very interesting. We can even flip it over. Yeah, and you got some on the other side too. Very cool. And it's just amazing how thin. And now you can even get M.2 drives that have 1 to 4 terabytes or more on just a little chip. I mean, it's amazing. Just a little circuit board that's got a couple chips on it can store that much data. It's amazing. But this is only a 180 gig, and there's a lot of chips. But this is definitely like a 6-year-old drive. So newer drives are probably even gonna have less of these block chips on it. Alright, so this is another SSD that we have. This is a Kingston HyperX SSD. This one was a little bit more difficult because it used these special hex with the pin in the middle screws. Luckily we had a set to get that apart, so I just had those 4 screws in the back, which we already removed. So it's going to be interesting to see the difference between this one and the other Intel SSD, what the difference is. So let's go ahead and pry off that cover. So with this SSD, it looks like they have a protective piece that is covering all the chips, that's kind of nice to keep it away from the cover. And you can see it's kind of similar to that Intel, where it's just a bunch of those chips, and these are like could be there's a 120 gigs, so this could be 20 gigs, 20 gigs, 20 gigs. However they divide that up per each chip. So I'm curious to see if there's anything else on the bottom. So pry it up here. There you go. Oh, and look at that, more chips on that side too. So while looking at these chips, you can see there's 8 on that side, 8 on the other side, and the controller is this piece right here. So it's about 7.5 gigs to be exact per chip. Now that I see there's more chips on the front and back side of this board. So it's just very interesting to see how technology is advancing and how small everything's getting. I mean, you got 120 gigs here. Now they have these in the same format that have 4 terabytes. So I've seen 8 terabyte SSDs. I mean, it's pretty insane how fast everything's grown.